Yo, we are back with part 6 of this challenge, and this time I'm beating the far future. This world has had a lot of cool gimmicks in it and levels, but as usual, let's start off with the comments. First off, we have Bubbles, and she says, "Not gonna lie bro, I'm surprised that a British guy talking about nuts for ages sparked a whole bunch of people to do something similar. But we have a new challenge for everyone to try now, so keep up the work dude." Yeah, it is actually kind of funny, and don't worry, I always try to do my best with these videos. Secondly, we have 3 at my short, and he says, "You can actually plant food the mini guard shroom if you plant another plant on top of it. Mini guard shroom will activate the plant food of the plant on top of it after the plant had already activated its plant food." And great series. Well, I actually did use this in this video, and it's kind of overpowered. And lastly, we have Sir Ceathosaurus. And he says, "Another upload, another day asking for the Infinite." Which actually brings me to my next point, which is the fact that I made a poll on my channel asking which new plant you guys would prefer that I use in this video. And the votes were between the Gumnut and the Infinite, and you guys actually voted for the Infinite. So in this world, I'm unlocking it. But anyways, enough yapping, let's begin. Day 1 introduced us to the main gimmick of this world, which are these tiles that link up plant food powers for plants that are on them. Day 1 also introduced us to these jetpack zombies that are kind of like the fly zombies from the Lost City because they're faster and can fly over your plants. But as usual, this day was super easy. Day 2 introduced us to the car zombie guy. I don't know what to call him really, but basically he rolls on his weird car and he has this shield that blocks projectiles, but even with that, he was no problem for my toads. Day 3 introduced us to the imps of this world, that fall out of the sky in swarms, but other than being super annoying, they pose no threat. Also, at the end of this level, I did this cool move with my guard shrooms, where they basically devoured the entire screen. Day 4 introduced us to a cool concept game, where these purple sun fall from the sky, but if you pick them up before they land on the ground, then they explode, so you have to wait for them to reach it. And also, because this was a sun gimmick level, I couldn't use my toadstools for it. But regardless, this level was super fun and easy. Day 6 introduced us to the robot cone zombie. His thing is that he has a lot of protection and that he chews pretty fast, but even without those perks, using a solid toadstool and mini-me combo was able to take him down easily. Day 6 was a survive with the given plants, so do I even need to say it at this point? Day 7 was just a regular day, and other than having a pretty large bot swarms, it was relatively easy. Day 8 was a conveyor belt level, so you already know. Day 9 had this challenge where I couldn't have more than 15 plants, and while playing, I forgot that the guard shroom mini-me's count as plants, but luckily, I was able to use this to my advantage, and in the end, planting only 2 guard shrooms was all I needed to beat this level. Day 10 introduced us to the disco zombie equivalent from PvZ1 of this game. Basically, it's these 2 imps that ride on this huge electric ball with legs that spawn 4 disco zombies around it every few seconds. This guy was a huge pain in the butt throughout this level, but at the end of it, I came up with a strategy to kill him instantly before he can do any damage. Basically, placing my guard shrooms right at where he enters the map and using my plant food on it, and then the damage from the plant food power and the mini-me's kills him instantly. Day 11 was a plan your defense level, and well, all I can say is that without the guard shroom, this level would have been impossible for me, and I'm really glad I unlocked it last video. Day 12 had a Gargantuar and the disco zombie in the same level, which was not fun. I was able to use the previously mentioned guard shroom strategy to defeat the disco zombie, but I was overwhelmed by the Gargantuar that appeared shortly after. But regardless, after a stressful battle, I was able to beat this level first try. Day 13 introduced us to the Christmas-themed pushing mech, that when he gets close to your plants, he pushes them 1 tile back in the lane. Although these guys were quite annoying, using the Bada Boom managed to make them a lot easier to take down. Day 14 had a challenge where I couldn't spend more than 1500 sun, and also, I finally unlocked the Infinite. Using him was nice, mainly because I could plant him in 1 lane, and using his plant ultimate, it could cover the entire row. Day 15 was a survive and protect the endangered plants, and this time it was the Citron. This guy's deal is that he charges up a crazy strong blast that deals a bunch of damage, but then he takes forever to reload. Anyways, the main challenge in this level is that he is planted super close to the zombie spawning area. Or, well, that's what I thought. Turns out that the Citron is actually able to keep up with the zombies spawning really close to him, and also it helped when I planted an Infinite covering his row as well. Day 16, Pikachu, use Thunderbolt. Wait, actually, Citron, use epically coordinated plant food power. Day 17 was to survive the attack with the given plants, and this level had the infinite in it, which meant that I could only use it to beat this level. Man, this challenge is starting to give off major Shagrats vibes. Anyways, I failed on my first try, and on my second try I realized that the major hard thing about this level is that there's jetpack zombies that fly over your defenses. Well, after my third fail, I decided to look up Shagrat's video to see how he beat this level.
Day 17 is another nutless gimmick level, but again, I just don't care because the magnifying glass is just so damn cool. This has to be one of the most underrated plants in the game.
Okay, well it turns out that not even Shagrats has beat this level using the Infinite. So, after one more try, I realized that the most I could beat in this level was just about 3/4 of it, because eventually I ran out of lawnmowers. So I figured that for this level, I'm just going to use the magnifying grass, since it's about 85% not a plant. The other 15% is those little leaves that are at its bottom, and the part of grass in its name. And that about did the trick. Day 18 was the level where I had to produce at least 6,000 sun, and well, after chewing all the zombies with my toadstool, except 2, I can safely say that this level is not possible, because there simply isn't enough zombies for the toads to generate all the sun. So this means that I'm gonna have to use another sun producer. And well, after seeing all the comments asking why I used the sunflower last time, this time I'm gonna use the sun shrew. And yeah, well that just about did it. Day 19 was another one of those purple sun levels, and just like before, it was super fun. And also, last time I forget to mention that if you click the purple sun prematurely, their explosion can actually cause damage to other zombies in its area. So I used that a bit now to my advantage. Day 20 was another survive and protect the endangered plants, and this time it was the starfruit. This plant is super weak if you don't upgrade it in this game, so I couldn't really rely on it when it came to stronger zombies. But it did help when it came to weaker ones. I actually failed this level on my first, second, third, fourth, and fifth try, but I finally got it on my sixth try. Day 21 had 2 challenges: produce at least 5,000 sun, and never have more than 16 plants. Well, like before, the main problem is the producing sun part, but I had this idea that because the disco zombie can summon other zombies infinitely, then that means I have enough zombies for my toads to produce all the needed sun. Well, that turned out to be way more difficult than I thought. First try failed, and on my second try I spent way too much time for one level, and I decided that it was just too much work and probably not possible anyways. Day 22 was a plan your defense level. Man, I just love these. Day 23 was once again a level where I had 2 challenges, and this time it was never have more than 15 plants and spend no more than 2,250 sun. And actually, all I had to do was place down 3 guard shrooms and just let them do their magic. Day 24 is the last day before the Zomboss level, and it was another purple sun level. A nice way to end off the world, way better than just any normal conveyor belt level. Day 25 is the Zomboss level, and using the ultimately coordinated plant power-ups, I was able to take down the powerful Zomboss mech and defeat the far future. So yeah, this world turned out really fun with all the new gimmicks in it. Sadly though, it's only 25 levels, which is kind of short. Well, anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to comment, sub, and join my Discord server. So yeah, peace out.